This laughter started many years ago. I mean, for those of you who have been in this office for a long time, you know this laughter has been there for a very, very long time. I've been a big fan of sport for the last 30 years. Not only football. I'm a big fan of basketball, NBA basketball. I'm also a big fan of Formula One. I'm a big fan of Formula One from way back then. Which other sport do I follow? I think, and rugby, yes. I can't forget rugby. Oh boy. If today you tell me that I'm going to do a radio show or a show or talk about football or rugby, Formula One at any given time, even at 3 a.m. in the morning, I still think I will do a very good job. So for me, radio is fun. Yes, I have the passion and the drive, but it's not something I really struggle to fit into, because any Saturday I come, I know whatever I've read in the whole week about Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United is already stored in the head. My name is Njuguna. Forget about that name called Billas. Billas is a name I had in a previous media house 25 years ago. So I'm a sports writer with The Star and also a radio presenter with Kiss and Classic. I have a show every Saturday on The Score on Kiss and on the Big Kickoff on Classic from 3 to 7. My football story starts in the mid-80s. In the mid-80s, Manchester United were not anywhere. Arsenal were somehow there. So I think it's the first team which I saw on TV playing. And I was like, I love this team. I think maybe because they were wearing red, but the way they were playing, I think I was only 8 or 9 years old, but I could tell they were the form team back, in the 80s. So me, I started supporting Liverpool. I didn't even know that by that time they were the most successful team in England. So heading into the 90s, of course, now is when Man United now took over and Arsenal took over, and then Chelsea and then Man City. But it's a team, I think the culture and the vibe and what the team stands for and what the city of Liverpool stand for is incredible. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. So it's a team which I've supported for the longest time, and I can't change that team. I can't. We've had very bad seasons. I can tell you for free. Liverpool have finished, I think, 8th, 7th, 6th. We've had very bad seasons while teams like Man United were dominating and Arsenal were winning. But you never leave your football team. You always support the team through thick and thin. And right now, we're the best team in England. We're the champions of England. Okay, not so many people know, but I've been a big fan of sport for the last 30 years. Not only football. I'm a big fan of basketball, NBA basketball. I think I started watching the NBA in the late 80s from the days of the Detroit Pistons to the Chicago Bulls of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, to Kobe and Shaq with the Lakers, and then Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. I'm a big basketball fan. Right now we have the NBA finals going on. I'm also a big fan of Formula One. I'm a big fan of Formula One from way back then. Which other sport do I follow? I think, and rugby, yes. I can't forget rugby. Oh boy. Rugby is a sport which I played in high school. I played for a club for like 1 or 2 months, and I also write about the game. So I think rugby will come one, then I think I have football, then basketball, and then Formula One.
You play for a club. Which club, and why did you drop out?
No. I had training sessions with Impala when I just finished high school. But of course now, rugby can, I had to go to whatever, to college. So I ended up, not training with them, but I still followed the game. I still followed their matches. Rugby is almost like football. I've been following it also for a very long time. So I don't know how many games I've been to in rugby for the last God knows how many years. So it's a good game. I know people say that it's a very dangerous game. People get injured, but if you know how to take care of yourself, I don't think you'll get injured. And I think injury is a part and parcel of any team sport. But it's a good game. They say that it's a game of thugs played by gentlemen. Most rugby men are gentlemen, and they know how to behave themselves, and they're good people. It's passion. You know, once you have passion for anything, if today you tell me that I'm going to do a radio show or talk about football or rugby, Formula One at any given time, even at 3 a.m. in the morning, I still think I will do a very good job. I think the knowledge, you know, you have to read, you watch documentaries, you read newspapers, you read blogs, you spend a considerable amount of time reading. That's what now makes you to be an authority, to be a commentator, so that when you go on air or when you talk about this, say this guy is he's knowledgeable about what he's talking about. He's not guessing. Mm-hmm. So the more time you spend reading and watching and analyzing and reading from or hearing from people who are greats in the sport, now it makes you become an authority in the game. You can say something and people will say whatever you're saying was correct. Mm-hmm. So it's all about passion. For me, I always tell people, without the passion for sport, you can never go very far, because you'll be sent for an assignment to go and cover a football game, a volleyball game. If you don't have that drive and the passion, even to go for a game on the weekend, I don't think you'll survive. You have to have that drive and passion. It's what makes you up in the morning, either to come to the office, or to go to a stadium, or to go to a volleyball ground, or to go to a rugby game. That's a passion. That's what will keep you in any sport or in this profession of ours, because without it becomes very hard. You would rather be doing something else. Yeah. The radio side is wonderful, absolutely. Radio is, there's a lot of banter. We diss other people's teams, but radio is just like, once the microphone is put like this, you're ready to go. And like writing, writing takes a while. It's a process. You have to get the intro right. It's what dot the I's and cross the T's. Grammar, spelling, and everything. It's a process. Radio, as long as you have the information in your head, you just go. Even if sometimes it's banter and you're laughing, it's a different one altogether, because you've got 5 million people who are listening to you on any given Saturday. So for me, radio is fun. Yes, I have the passion and the drive, but it's not something I really struggle to fit into, because any Saturday I know whatever I've read in the whole week about Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United is already stored in the head. If it's a transfer from one player moving from one team to another, I already know how much money is this guy going to be earning, what value is he bringing to this team. So it's already in the head. I'm not going to go and write about it. It's already, I just need to be told you're going to be queued in 3, 2, 1, and boom, we go. So radio is fun, man. Radio is one of those mediums whereby people still listen and people still hear, because it's never died down. Radio will never die. As much as I know the issues about newspapers with dwindling sales and subscription, radio will never die. Radio will always be king, because there's something about you going in there and your voice being heard and people listening. Our listenership, we don't want to be too technical by telling people we are playing 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 4-5-1. It's always good to have that soft side and laugh at people's teams, criticize people's teams, make fun of them. That way you will still get like a lady who is not so much into football and she hears this banter going on. She'll be like, okay, what are these guys saying about this and this and this? So we try and correlate. We're not so much into the technical side of football, because you lose a lot of listeners. Mm-hmm. So we try and have a healthy balance between the banter and the real stuff. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think for me, there are 2 games which stand out. The first game I think was either in October or November. Liverpool were playing Brighton at home. Brighton scored fast. So at halftime we were 1-0 down. Then in the second half, we equalized, and then Mo Salah scored the winner. That's the first one. The second one was the game against Brentford, I think in February. That game was heading 0-0. Arsenal fans were playing later, I think that evening at 8:30. They were cheering for Brentford to win that game. And then totally out of the blue, there's a guy called Darwin Núñez, who has had a very poor season. I think he's been at Liverpool for 3 years. He came and scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, at the time, in 5 minutes. For me, those are the 2 games which really, I knew that this team was going to win the league. Yes. Has to be Arsenal, because Arsenal for me were the team that everyone was talking about. Remember, Manchester City had a very poor season by their standards. They finished third, and they lost some of their best players. They had injuries here and there, but this was a season where, especially with Man City imploding and having a very poor season, Arsenal, this was the season to win the league. I think it was like on a silver platter. Shikeni, this is yours to win. But they didn't turn up. They were not consistent enough. They didn't score enough goals. And Liverpool, out of nowhere, just came out and were consistent, were able to win their matches. Here's the irony. On weekends where Liverpool were struggling, where Liverpool were drawing, Arsenal were also drawing. And that's not a championship mindset. And for me, a championship mindset is, if these guys are struggling, can we take advantage? If Liverpool are going to draw, we are going to win, so that you cut the gap and you put pressure on them. They never did that, and I always used to ask myself, these guys are not serious about winning the league. So I don't know when they're going to win the league, because it's been 21 years Arsenal haven't won the league. So we've had Twitter, X, Facebook, and they've never said that Arsenal have won the league in all those social media platforms. So they've got some work to do during this summer transfer window. I don't know if they're going to get it right. If they don't, it'll be the same old story. Always getting close, but not winning. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We're here to dominate. The key word there is dominate. Dominate means you not only win once, you win again and again and again and again.